Have you noticed that over the last few years, things have gotten a little harder? Maybe carrying groceries feels heavier than it used to. Maybe climbing a flight of stairs leaves you a little more winded than before. Maybe you looked in the mirror one day and noticed your arms looked thinner, your legs felt weaker, and no matter what you eat, your body just does not seem to respond the same way it did when you were younger. If any of that sounds familiar, I want you to know something important. You are not imagining it, and it is absolutely not your fault. But here is what most people are never told. What is happening to your body right now is not a dead end. It is not permanent. And there is something incredibly simple you can start doing as early as tomorrow morning that could genuinely change how strong and capable you feel over the next few months. Today, I am going to tell you about one tiny seed, a seed that most doctors are not even talking about yet. A seed that has been quietly sitting in health food stores for years while people walk right past it. And when you hear what this seed can do for your muscles after the age of 75, I think you are going to be really glad you watched this video. Now, here's what is actually happening inside your body, and I'm going to explain this in plain, simple language because you deserve to understand what is going on. After around the age of 60, the human body starts losing muscle mass at a rate of about 1 to 2% every single year. This process even has a name. It is called sarcopenia. And after 75, this process can actually speed up even more. What that means in real life is that the muscles you use every single day, the ones that help you stand up from a chair, walk to your car, carry your grandchildren, open a jar, balance yourself so you do not fall, those muscles are quietly shrinking unless you are actively doing something to protect them. And here is the part that really matters. Building or maintaining muscle requires protein. Your muscles are literally made of protein. Every time you move, your body breaks down a tiny bit of muscle tissue, and it needs protein to repair and rebuild that tissue. If you are not getting enough of the right kind of protein, your body cannot do that repair work. And that's when you start to feel weaker, more tired, more fragile. Most older adults are not getting nearly enough protein, and many of the protein sources they are eating are not being absorbed as well as they think, because as we age, our digestive system slows down and becomes less efficient at breaking down and absorbing nutrients. This is exactly the problem that the seed I'm about to tell you about helps to solve. The seed is hemp seed. Now, before you think anything, let me be completely clear. Hemp seeds contain 0 THC. They have no psychoactive effects whatsoever. You will not feel anything strange. This is simply food, pure, natural, incredibly nutritious food that humans have been eating for thousands of years all around the world. Hemp seeds had been consumed in Asia and parts of Europe for centuries, but only recently have modern scientists started running detailed studies on their nutritional profile. And what they are finding is genuinely remarkable, especially for older adults who are trying to rebuild or protect their muscle. So let me explain exactly why hemp seeds are so powerful, and specifically why I believe they outperform eggs as a protein source for people over 75. First, hemp seeds are a complete protein. That means they contain all 9 essential amino acids. These are the amino acids your body cannot make on its own. It has to get them from food. Most plant-based proteins are missing 1 or 2 of these essential amino acids, which is why so many plant proteins are considered incomplete. Hemp seed is one of the very rare exceptions. It gives your body everything it needs to actually build and repair muscle tissue. Second, and this is really important for older adults specifically, hemp seed protein is exceptionally easy for your body to digest and absorb. The main protein found in hemp seeds is called edestin. Researchers have described it as one of the most digestible and bioavailable proteins found in any food. That word bioavailable simply means how much of the protein your body can actually use after you eat it. Here is why this matters so much after 75. As we age, our stomachs produce less acid, our digestive enzymes slow down, our gut becomes less efficient overall. That means even if you are eating good protein every day, your body may only be absorbing a fraction of what you think it is getting. Hemp seed protein is gentle, easy to break down, and highly absorbable even in an older digestive system. That gives it a significant practical advantage over other protein sources for seniors. Now compare that to eggs. Eggs are a wonderful food, and I'm not here to say otherwise. But for a lot of older adults, eggs cause digestive discomfort, bloating, heaviness, and for people managing cholesterol, eating eggs every single day may not be ideal. Hemp seeds cause none of those issues. They are gentle, clean, and easy on the body. Third, and this is the part that really excites me, hemp seeds do not just give you protein, they give your muscles an entire support system. Hemp seeds are one of the best plant sources of omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s are powerful anti-inflammatory compounds, and here is why that matters for muscle. Every time you use your muscles, even in light exercise or just daily movement, there is a small amount of inflammation created in the muscle tissue. That is normal. That is part of how muscles repair and grow. But in older adults, that inflammation can become chronic and excessive. It causes stiffness, soreness, and pain that makes people want to stop moving altogether. The omega-3s in hemp seeds help regulate that inflammation. So while the protein is building your muscles, the omega-3s are reducing the soreness and stiffness that would otherwise hold you back. Hemp seeds also contain magnesium, which your muscles need in order to contract and relax properly, and zinc, which plays a direct role in muscle tissue repair. Eggs simply do not offer this combination of benefits in a single food the way hemp seeds do. 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds gives you approximately 10 grams of complete protein, around 15 grams of healthy fats, including those omega-3s, and meaningful amounts of magnesium, zinc, and iron, all in about 170 calories. That is an extraordinary nutritional package. Now, I want to stop for a moment and say something a little more personal. So many people over 75 have been told, sometimes gently, sometimes not so gently, that what they are experiencing is just aging, that getting weaker is inevitable, that this is just how things are now and they need to accept it. And I understand why people believe that, because for a long time that is what even doctors believed. But the science has shifted dramatically. Study after study over the past 2 decades has shown that muscle can be rebuilt at any age. People in their 80s and even 90s have shown measurable increases in muscle mass and strength with the right nutrition and movement. The body does not stop being capable of growth, it just needs the right conditions. You are not too old. Your body is not broken. What you may have been missing is simply the right information and the right fuel. You deserve to feel strong. You deserve to open that jar yourself, to carry your own groceries, to get up from a chair without struggling, to walk through the park without fear, to be present and active in the lives of the people you love. That is what we are really talking about here. Not just protein, not just seeds. We're talking about your independence, your quality of life, your ability to keep living fully. So let me tell you exactly how to use hemp seeds, because this could not be simpler. You can find hemp seeds at most grocery stores in the health food aisle, at natural food stores like Whole Foods or Sprouts, or online. A bag typically costs between $8 and $12 and lasts several weeks. Look for hulled hemp seeds, sometimes called hemp hearts. They are soft, slightly nutty tasting, and they blend into almost any food without changing the flavor. The goal is 3 tablespoons per day. You can split that up across meals or take it all at once. Here are the easiest ways to do it. Sprinkle 3 tablespoons on your morning oatmeal. You will barely taste them, but you will get a full 10 grams of protein added to your breakfast, just like that. Blend them into a smoothie. A banana, some frozen berries, a cup of milk or almond milk, and 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds. That is a genuinely powerful muscle-building meal in under 2 minutes. Stir them into yogurt. Plain Greek yogurt with hemp seeds sprinkled on top is one of the best protein combinations you can eat. Simple, quick, and delicious. Add them to soup or stew. Hemp seeds soften in warm liquid and essentially disappear into the texture of the food. Nobody will notice. Just stir in 3 tablespoons before serving. Eat them as a snack on their own. A small handful between meals keeps your protein intake steady throughout the day, which actually matters more than most people realize. Here's something important about that last point. For muscle building specifically, research shows that spreading your protein intake across multiple meals throughout the day is more effective than eating all your protein at one meal. So instead of just eating a big dinner with lots of protein, try to include protein at every meal. Adding hemp seeds to breakfast and lunch and dinner is one of the simplest ways to make that happen. Now, hemp seeds are powerful, but they work even better when you give your muscles a reason to grow. And I know what some of you might be thinking. You might be thinking that you cannot exercise at your age, or that you haven't exercised in years, or that your joints hurt too much. I hear you, and I want to give you 3 extremely gentle exercises that you can do right at home today, even if you have not been active in a long time. These require no equipment, no gym membership, and no experience. The first one is chair sit-to-stands. Sit in a sturdy chair, slowly stand up, then slowly sit back down. That's 1 repetition. Try to do 10 of these. If you need to use your hands on the armrests at first, that's completely fine. This exercise builds the muscles in your thighs and your backside, which are the most important muscles for balance, stability, and independence. This one simple movement done 3 times a week can meaningfully change how you move through your daily life. The second exercise is wall push-ups. Stand about 2 feet away from a wall, place both hands flat on the wall at shoulder height. Slowly lean your chest toward the wall, then push yourself back. 10 repetitions. This builds your chest, your shoulders, and your arms without putting any strain on your wrists or joints the way floor push-ups might. The third exercise is heel raises. Stand behind a chair and hold the back lightly for balance. Slowly rise up onto your toes, hold for 1 second, then slowly lower back down. 10 repetitions. This strengthens your calves and ankles and dramatically improves your balance, which is one of the most important things we can work on to prevent falls as we get older. 3 exercises, 10 repetitions each, 3 times a week. That's your starting point. Combine that with hemp seeds every day, and you have a genuinely powerful plan for rebuilding your strength. Let me bring this all together for you. Your body is losing muscle. That is real, but it does not have to keep happening. You have more power over this than you may have been told. Hemp seeds give you complete protein that your aging body can actually absorb. They reduce inflammation so your muscles can recover and grow. They support your joints and your heart and your brain all at the same time. They are cheap, easy to find, incredibly simple to use, and they work. Add 3 tablespoons to your diet every day. Do the 3 exercises 3 times a week. Stay hydrated, get good sleep, and give yourself 30 days. 30 days from now, you will feel a difference. Maybe it starts with getting out of that chair a little easier. Maybe your arms feel a bit more solid. Maybe you walk with a little more confidence. These things compound over time. Small changes become real changes. Real changes become a different life. You showed up today and watched this entire video. That tells me something about you. That tells me you are not giving up. That tells me you still believe in yourself. Good, because I believe in you too. If this video was helpful, please give it a like and consider sharing it with someone in your life who might need to hear this message. Subscribe so you don't miss what comes next, and drop a comment below telling me one change you are going to make starting tomorrow. I read every single one. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you in the next video.